in stock or out of stock or whatnot, which probably aren't very accurate. Are you trying it right now?
I'm gonna do it right now.
And the transformation was fine, but it's putting the little jet into the bigger jet.
Oh,
that was horrible.
And even if it takes forever, we're still on the hook with it because this is a 38-year-old, 37-year-old fit character. So clearly we've been waiting a long time already. So well, and it just brings back up the problem you had with your Tetrajet that had that like white.
Oh, whatever, that mold or whatever?
Yeah. I agree and I disagree. I don't like any of the heads on this. Looks great. Right. That almost looks like a bat as well. That's what I was, with the wings spread out. It looks like
they got to remold the head and make it a bat, and I'll buy it.
But I don't love it. This is almost, this reminds me of the Loki.
Welcome back to another thrilling episode of Bot vs. Con. As always, I'm James the Con.
And I'm Bobby the Bot.
And before we get into the news, we want to give a big shout out to our official sponsor, The Chosen Prime. Thank you so much for sponsoring us. Go check them out. They have some really cool stuff. A lot of the stuff that we're probably going to talk about will be there. We also want to give a big shout out to our members. So thank you for helping us keep these ring lights on and keeping everybody entertained. We really appreciate it. And if you're just a subscriber, we appreciate it as well. And if you haven't checked out our collection videos, both of ours are posted now, so go check those out. They're quite different. We really hope you guys enjoyed, and go ahead and leave us a comment on there. Oh, also, I guess Saturday, so some of you might be watching this on the same day, we'll be doing a live at noon. So noon Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully we'll see you there. We'll be showing off our hauls. It's a little early, but Bobby made it happen early, so you can blame him. And with that, let us get into the news. And first, we have TF Nation. They're going to have a mini-con reading. So mini-con, remember, that was like a separate one that was a little far away. And Nick Roche is going to be there, and I guess he's known for Maximum Dinobots, the Wrecker Saga, and Last Bot Standing. And he also did the character designs on Earthspark as well. So that's pretty cool if you're into those.
I couldn't say it any better myself. If you're into those and if you're able to go, that would be great. I would just like to go.
Yeah, me too.
I'll kind of be close.
Well, you are close to something, and I'm jealous about. So let's get into this. So the Cybertronic Spree is going to be in Atlanta on August 31st. I am so jealous. I was supposed to see these guys before the vid. I don't think we should say that because we might get penalized on YouTube, if you know what I mean, the pandemic. And they canceled it, obviously, and I wanted to see him ever since, so I think you need to go.
Unfortunately, I won't be here. So...
Oh, dang it. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Too bad. I think it'd be a really fun time.
I actually saw this and was like, oh, I'm going to go. And then I saw August. I will be out of the country. And unfortunately, I will be missing this.
Well, at least it was canceled on my end. I didn't chicken out like you are. Let's keep it going. So Skybound is currently outselling every DC comic book, which is crazy. And this is probably my favorite scene in the whole comic book right here. So I had to put this up. So number 1 is Doom. One shot makes sense. Doom's a very popular character. He gets a one shot. Everybody's going to buy it. 2 is Ultimate Spider-Man number 5. 3 is Amazing Spider-Man 49. And number 4 is Transformers number 8. That is crazy to me that Transformers is doing so well, and I'm very happy it is.
You know, I must admit that I'm so happy. If I was going to join the comic book revolution, that I did it now. And I actually just picked up some fresh comics on Wednesday, or on Wednesday, excuse me.
Some first comics?
I said my first experience with comics.
Oh, okay, but you've already picked it. I mean, you just bought some more.
Yes, I'm saying this was my introduction into comics.
I thought you meant you bought like Spider-Man or Captain America or something, and you got some firsts for you. Anyways, I think you joined at a great time. These look really cool. They are really cool. Let me put it that way. And I'm glad to see it's getting the recognition it deserves, which we will talk about this a little bit later. For Skybound, there was a few questions, but for now, we'll just leave it with that.
Yeah. Great picture.
So let's move on to Just Announced. And the first thing is Evan Michael Lee is confirmed as Jazz's voice in Transformers 1.
I'm not sure I know who he is. So, cool, I guess.
Let us know in the comments. I think it said he's a voice actor. I don't know anything beyond that, but great. Good for him.
Yeah,
he's got some big shoes to fill, so hopefully he can do it.
Yeah, Scatman.
Continuing with Transformers 1, we've got a new poster that kind of looks like the other one that we already looked at. It's fine.
It reminds me, was it Beast Wars where they walked out through the
I think it was Beast Machines.
Or Beast Machines, something like that.
Like right when it started or something.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. Yeah, it's fine.
I like some of the other ones better.
Me too.
We talked about this on the last show. We said, what are the Burger King kids meals? And they're called King Jr. meals. And these are all the toys you can get. I mean, they look fine for what they are. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Alita 1 in alt mode, Bumblebee in alt mode. Then probably Prime in bot mode. Alita in bot mode. Prime in alt mode, and then Bumblebee in bot mode. That would be the order I would hopefully get them if I was doing this.
I was going to say, go pick them up then. You can probably find them. They'd be cool if you get them for a kid, though. Like, if I was a kid and I got one of these, obviously you wouldn't complain.
Yeah.
Knowing Bobby, he probably would complain still.
I haven't been to Burger King in a while.
Let's keep it going. And Walmart is having a augmented reality experience. So if you scan that QR code, I guess you could take pictures with, like, Optimus and Megatron, and they tell you when everything is, in stock or out of stock or whatnot, which probably aren't very accurate. Are you trying it right now?
I'm going to do it right now. Why not? All right. We'll see what it does.
All right. Well, he could figure that out. He's already started. I was going to say, what did you think of it? But there you go. He's so excited. He can't wait.
Yeah. You know how that goes.
We also got some more character posters from Trends International. I think that was a clothing place, but I could be wrong. What do you think of these ones?
I think Bumblebee's alt mode is really cool. It's growing on me a lot. It's very Cybertronian. It looks kind of cool. I really like the one in the middle, though. The poster in the middle with all the bots kind of jumping out and going at it. Yeah, I like the one in the middle, and then I like B's alt mode and Prime Orion Pax. It's kind of my least favorite.
I like how the little thing in the middle of like them transforming and jumping.
Yeah,
I think that's a really cool little detail that I like. And then they also showed off Megatron, which does look cool. But the big thing that they revealed was Soundwave and Starscream. That Soundwave alt mode is very interesting. It's the Bumblebee movie alt mode, but different, obviously. But that's, I think, where they took inspiration from. And Starscream, again, looks like the Bumblebee movie alt mode of Starscream that we've seen, the toy of. Mm-hmm. So, what do you think of those alt modes?
I wasn't planning on picking up any of these, but I might pick up that Soundwave.
If the figure looks good.
If the figure looks good. If it looks like
even make the figure.
Yeah. If the figure looks like this, I would pick it up. I like the alt mode is again very different, something I don't have on my shelves. Everything else I can kind of skip, but this would probably be the one that I would pick up if it looks good.
I'd have to see it first. I think both of them are fine alt modes. They're Cybertronian enough. Soundwave is a hard one to get right. For an alt mode that isn't a cassette tape, it's just like, Megatron kind of makes sense that he turns into a tank, But Soundwave, it's always, how are you going to give him that chest? So hopefully they make something up. Or they could have just turned him into a lamppost and probably made everybody happy.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting, for something like that. But this is cooler than a lamppost.
Yeah. I agree. So we'll see. Even though I really liked when he was the bomber jet in Cybertron. That was just cool. And the cassette tapes were the bombs that fell out. So they, I just like that idea. I guess Transformers 1 and Excision had a collaboration. So I guess he's a Canadian DJ. Never heard of him. Not my scene. And they did a Transformers 1 inspired track and had custom visuals. And they showed it off in Washington.
The crowd looks packed. So
it looks horrible. This is my hell. There's way too many people there.
It looks like everybody's having a good time. Seeing some signs up and some
I'd start throwing elbows.
And yeah, it's probably not my jam either. But they got fireworks going off as well. I mean, it looks like whoever it is brought the house down.
Yeah. So you don't know who he is either?
No.
Okay. Well. It's cool, regardless. And I guess he's been a fan of Transformers his whole life. So
that
would be really cool if you're a musician to be able to do something like this.
Yeah.
It kind of does look like some sort of Decepticon indoctrination thing with Megatron in the back.
It does.
Kind of reminds me of World War II without saying.
Yeah.
Just this picture.
He's giving his speech and getting everybody ready.
Piled up, yeah. All right, moving on from Transformers 1, the Beast Wars original soundtrack is available for streaming. So that's pretty cool. I checked it out. Some of the songs did jog my memory, and it does seem like it would be a good thing if you're studying or cleaning or something just to have some background noise.
Well, there you go. I'm glad you picked it up since you...
Well, I didn't pick it up. I just opened my YouTube Music and listened to it. So you could do the same with the G1 thing.
Yeah, I'm good, I think.
Yeah, it's not something that I would actively listen to.
Yeah. I do have a limit of how much Transformers I can consume.
Well, I don't, but if I'm going to be listening to music for study or something, it's going to be video game music. Yeah. I know those more than the... So.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's keep it going. And this is the AMA that I was talking about that I mentioned. So it's really long. I didn't go through all of it, but some highlights were that Daniel Warren Johnson and Riley Rossmo are the artist and the writer. So they're having a lot of fun with it, and they are going to keep the story strictly G1, which is probably disappointing to some people, but I think that is the right direction to go.
Good job. I like these guys.
I think if they were going to do something else, they should give it another... Instead of call it just Transformers, call it something else. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, again, for my first experience reading comics, it is definitely on the edge of your seats. Like, okay, this is really going down. And then... That's it? Wait, when's the next... Why? Why did it end? Hold on, I need another one. So they definitely have me wanting more.
Yeah. Well, let's keep it going with this. So I think this is something that you're going to pick up. This is Iron Trans IRVO2 Lion King. And let me take that back. I think you're going to pick it up with the repaint. And it's 34 inches tall in robot mode. And now, what do you think of this? Because you didn't pick up the Star Saber, correct? But you picked up the black version.
I picked up the black version of the Star Saber and this.
Not this. This hasn't come out yet.
No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the other one that we got.
That's the other, the Planet X one.
Planet X, yes.
Yeah.
I think it looks fine. I'll probably pick it up when it does come out in the shattered glass colors. I don't think I'll pick this one up though.
Yeah, I think this does look really good. Actually, I think it looks great, but having one, I don't have the Star Saber. Two, having the experience I had with trying to transform that Star Saber, and the transformation was fine, but it's putting the little jet into the bigger jet.
Oh,
That was horrible, and that makes me not pick up this figure. I really did not like that. That put me off on that whole figure. And here it is in the combined mode, which looks good as well. It's just not something I particularly need. I do like how the wings fold out, though, and they get even bigger. Yeah. I think that's a little cool detail. But other than that, I just I'm good with what I have. I've never liked the combination of these two because it doesn't feel like a combination. It feels like he's standing on half of a body. Like he doesn't get anything like on his arms. This one does have a little bit on the shoulders, you know. He doesn't combine, and it would have been cool if maybe this doesn't happen. But like if the I can't think of it. Victory Leo turns into legs, and then Star Saber's legs go on his back to make a jetpack or something. You know, something like that. That would have been cooler than what it is, which I'm not complaining because I know this came out in the original one came out in what 1990 at the very least, if not earlier. But this does look cool.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, his thighs are in combined mode are just like, how is he lifting up these legs? You know, but I think it looks really good. These renders look very, very good. I'll pick it up when it comes out in the other color to finish off the set, but I will not be going back and searching for a Star Saber.
And we'll see if the price is right. I might pick it up, like you said, to finish off the set. You know, but it looks good though, at least from these.
And they apologize for being gone so long. They really wanted to get the engineering and things corrected and done so they can make us happy. So
well, I'm glad they did because they needed to do that with the Star Saber when you combine them because that is not fun at all. But let's keep it moving.
I think I can't remember if you called me or I called you.
I got it first, and I texted you, and I was like, "This is the worst thing in the world."
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to something else that's new. And what do you think about X-Transbot Toys MX61 Ballistic?
I wore this shirt on purpose because this is actually my cup of Energon. I just really wanted the Energon. I love it for the simple fact that we don't have this in an MP scale. The notes said that it was going to be an easy transformation. I didn't know.
I could go through the notes really quick. I forgot that I had them. So I just have the checklist. So it doesn't say anything about the transformation, but so thank you for saying that. But it's going to be metallic, fully painted. Which does X-Transbots usually do that? No,
metallic, fully painted.
Metallic, fully painted.
Yeah, it
could be a bad translation.
I mean, they usually do a good amount of paint, but okay.
The cockpit doors open, which we'll see in a second. Easy transformation. There you go. Clear windows, die-cast pieces, total weight about 500 grams, so that makes you happy. An ab crunch.
Makes you
ratchet
happy.
Joints, landing gear, well rolling. Okay. And it includes a biocard instructions, Targetmaster, toy head, toy replacement face, and toy deco stickers, and comic can. So I wasn't expecting this one to come with the toy stickers, but I guess it does. That's what it said for this listing.
I thought they were making two.
Well, let's go over this one first. But it said that's what this one said. It says it comes with the toy deco stickers.
Okay.
So maybe they're putting the stickers with both of them.
Yeah, okay.
Either which way. So you like this?
I love this. Simply, again, for the character. I love the G1. I thought it was such a unique jet. It looks great. I like the colors, and I think it looks great. I think
this is the worst thing ever. X-Transbots can get nothing right. I'm just joking. This actually looks really good. Did I have you for a second?
I was just waiting for you to
No, I actually think this looks really good. I will let you pick it up. Well, I'm not going to pick this one up because I'm going to pick up the toy version, which I know is why you were confused about the toy deco stickers, but it said the toy deco stickers with the original one.
Okay.
So I'm thinking they're just doing 2 colorways, which if they are, honestly, I'll probably pick up the other one because I like that pink better. And I don't really like this yellow pieces on it. I don't know if the toy has it or not, but if this is the only one with the stickers, then I'll be picking this one up. Bring it on. Honestly, as long as the quality's good, and it seems like Xtransbots is going up, getting better. I haven't heard too many breakages, but I know. What are the ones you like? Not throttle bots. Are they the throttle bots? The Omnibots. There were some people with the feet that broke on theirs and whatnot. So hopefully they get over that hump. Because I think this looks great. And then it has nap crunch, and that sold me right there.
Yeah, this and the Target. I mean, they did the Targetmaster, which, yeah, it looks great. This also came out of left field. So
yeah.
And this is their second Targetmaster that they're doing, because they have the Scavenger repaint.
Not wide name. No, it's one word. It's like shovel, or I could see him.
Yeah,
Scoop.
I can see Scoop. Yes.
Yeah, and that one. I mean, that one's kind of different, because that's just a repaint. That's another one that I'm interested in. They're starting to do figures that I'm interested in now.
Yeah, honestly, they're going into the later seasons of G1.
And let's just talk about this alt mode. It is so cool, which I know they didn't make it, obviously, but I really like this alt mode. I hope we get all 3 of these Targetmasters with Trigger Happy. And what was the other one? I know he has 2 cockpits.
Mudslinger. Sludge Slinger.
That's his name. Yeah, Slug Slinger. Yeah. So hopefully we get all of them. I think we will. I don't think X-Transbots is one to only do one figure. But I think these look great.
I do too. Now the question is, I might need to start a stopwatch before Fans Toys is like, hold my cup of Energon. Here.
I don't see Fans Toys doing these figures. I see them only doing animation figures.
I mean,
and these could have been in the animation, but I don't see them stepping out of seasons 1 through 3.
Yeah, that's
which these guys could have been in, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying.
No, I totally get it. I mean, these it wouldn't surprise me, but with them releasing this already, I'm hoping that we don't have to wait, 5 years for it.
2036.
Yeah, I don't want to do that again. This looks great. The one thing I can always say about Transformers, when they make an announcement, even if it takes forever, we're still on the hook with it, because this is a 38-year-old, 37-year-old fit character, so clearly we've been waiting a long time already. So I'm just excited to get it. It looks great so far. Granted, these are just renders. I'm anxious to see when it starts developing and we start seeing more from it.
Now, I think Fast and Fury came out pretty fast.
Yeah, that is true.
So maybe this will, be shortly behind some of their other stuff, which we'll talk about in a second. Yeah,
I just think that there's a lot. I mean, they have a lot on their plate. I mean, and I don't.
Yes, we're going to get to that, but they definitely have a lot on their plate.
Yeah, but good job so far.
All right, well, let's keep it moving before we spend too much time gushing about that. We've got 115's Utopia upcoming Windsweeper kit. So it gives him the arm cannons and I guess a chest piece. Honestly, I might pick this up. If it's reasonably priced.
I wasn't familiar with the character prior to getting him. I just like the needle nose mode, so that helped me pick it up. So I guess this will make him accurate to whatever he's supposed to. He's supposed
to have big silver cannons on his arms, which I actually have him right here, which is why he has the Targetmasters in all silver. They were like chrome cannons on hanging off of his arms. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, and that's what these would hopefully be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it looks good though.
Yeah. I don't have a visual to say it looks good or not, but I guess if that's what it's supposed to be, great. I don't know if I'll pick it up, maybe no. I doubt I pick it up.
It depends on the price. I think I said before I really like this character for whatever reason. He stuck with me throughout the years when I was reading those bio books. So yeah, maybe I'll pick this up. We'll see.
Yeah.
So Funby Studios showed off a gap filler for their Origin Bumblebee. Did Origin Bumblebee come with a backpack?
Yeah, he has a little jetpack.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I was so confused with that. So it's just a filler piece. Always helpful, especially if you could 3D print it yourself.
Yeah. It's fine. If I could 3D print it myself, then cool. I'd set it up, run it overnight or however long it takes, and would probably do it. But it's not something I would be seeking out.
Yeah, I agree. I also wouldn't be seeking out this, but this is also really cool. So Funby Studios is making that exhaust pipe for Sideburn, so it could look more like the original toy, which is really cool.
Yeah, that figure needs help.
Yeah. This is the second or third one that we've seen, so obviously. Well, let's keep it going, and I don't know if this is a custom or not. I wasn't going to include this, but Bobby insisted because he thinks it looks so cool. I'm not too sure about this character. I think, is it Megadeth? I don't know. I don't know exactly what the name of this character is, but I do like it from what I see. I don't know if I'd be picking it up, though.
If anything, I thought you would absolutely love this figure. Spikes and weird colors, and I thought this would be all you.
I'm looking at the comic book, and I don't like the colors. I don't like the red and the brown. That's the first thing. I do like the spikes, but there's not enough spikes. There's only spikes on his chest.
And on his foot?
But those are... Oh, they do have them on his feet. Yeah, so... You're right. He does have some on his feet. I don't know. We'll see. If this comes out... I don't even have a company. I don't know whatever this is. So... Maybe when it's finished, it'll look better. Yeah, I'm not sold.
Yeah, I don't know if it transforms or not.
Well, that's why I think it's a custom. But then again, I don't know where these pieces come from. So it could be all 3D printed for all we know.
Yeah.
So.
Or maybe an idea, something to come. But I knew when you saw this, you were gonna love this. But you continue to surprise me.
I also don't. The feet are huge. It's going off of that IDW design where like the feet are really long, and I've never liked that.
Yeah, I wonder what if it transforms, what the alt mode is.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll keep surprising you, Bobby, and we'll be right back after this quick break and talk about the updates.
Sounds good.
All right, let's get into the updates, and the first one is all for you. I know how much you love these Transformer 1 designs, so why don't you get these YOLO Park figures? We got the box. I do have to say, I like the presentation of the figure in the box. With the flap and how it's laid out. This reminds me of how, like, how I used to lay out my Bionicles before I combine them. It's very cool, very unique. Not going to pick them up. I do like the extra effort they put into the packaging.
I like the pictures on the front of the boxes. Alita 1 looks good. I mean, she's becoming my favorite just by every design I've seen lately of her is looking great. The bot mode and alt mode look good. And same with B. He's kind of becoming my favorite. The Orion Pack / Optimus and the Megs. Yeah.
I think for me, Orion Pax is the least interesting out of all of them. And then it would probably go Bumblebee, Megatron, and then Alita is my favorite. Now, I have a question for everybody out there watching. Wasn't Alita red, not pink?
I think she was like a pinkish color.
Was she? I thought she was a red. Okay.
Yeah, I think she was a...
Maybe it was just the Netflix toy that was red then. Because this anyways.
All right,
I just thought of that. Let us know in the comments.
Or am I getting confused with RC now? I thought she was more pink, but yeah,
Well,
I'll have to go back and look.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. But these do look good. So are you going to be picking any of them up?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to some sad news, I guess, for everybody wanting the Studio Series 86 Optimus. A Bido user has showed that the heels are misassembled. So you could see that they're circled and they're wrong. And it's the underside, but it looks fine actually in bot mode. But when you transform it, like the wheel, that you could tell that the lights are supposed to be upside down. So you have to pop out a pin and then flip it around if you want it to be correct.
Yeah, I don't really like that aspect. And initially when we talked about this, we didn't know if it was a, one-off, if it was a, what is it called?
Pre-production
sample. But this is actually somebody's figure, and they showed off the alt mode as well. So what makes me laugh about this, and I know I'm wondering what we hear back from this. I know people who might be harder on Hasbro are going to really go in on this and say Hasbro sucks. For people who really love Hasbro, they're going to defend it. But what makes me laugh is, as somebody who collects a lot of third-party figures, I know people have said, well, they have, QC issues and this, that, and the other. And now we're looking at a commander class figure that has a high price point and potentially a QC issue. Don't know if it's going to be, one off or whatever, but I wonder what the comments are going to be from both sides, Yeah,
I don't think this is going to be widespread just because we've never heard of it since. But who knows? Now people are aware. They might be looking at the copy. It might be something that you don't see. If it's widespread, that's pretty bad, if you ask me. On a commander class priced figure, I would expect it not to come like this. I'm sure if you contacted Hasbro, they might send you another figure. Maybe not the same Optimus, but you might get something. This would be very disappointing. Even though it's minor, it would still be disappointing. And I know, trust me, the comments told me, a lot of people are really looking forward to this Prime. So this would be very disappointing, especially if you've waited, like some people that say 40 years, and then it comes misassembled. That's not helpful.
Well, and it just brings back up the problem you had with your Tetrajet that had that, like, white...
Oh, whatever, that mold or whatever?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that was Hasbro or Amazon or what, but that was just crazy. That's on another level than this, if you ask me.
Yeah. It just makes me wonder what the comments are going to be. I have a pin pusher. I would not want to have to do that. I hate doing that, but we'll see.
Yeah. I will say the back of that truck does not look amazing as well.
Yeah, I don't like the flaps. I guess those are knees, probably. I don't like how they're just folded.
The flaps? Oh, I was talking about the back of the red part. How there's all those gaps and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But I don't like the flaps as well. Yeah. But I'm not going to go too hard on it, but I do like my MP10. Let's keep it moving. And we've got Magic Square Toys Heavy Gunner. So it does look like he retains all of his posability. I'm not a big fan of this green. It's probably animation accurate, but I wish it was more green than...
Darker green than brown?
Yeah, exactly. Or just more vibrant, one way or the other. But the figure does look good regardless. If we move on, we can see that he does retain a lot of the posability, but he does have the giant shoe portion, which isn't the worst one that I've seen. Mm-hmm. It's not as bad as Iron Factory's Leo Kaiser. I'm okay with feet being separate. What I won't be okay with is when you plug in the Onslaught to like this much of his chest and the rest of him is just one piece.
Oh, very interesting. So I
Because
was
feet and hands, I always assume are going to be separate. You know what I mean? And having something to fill in the calf, okay, whatever.
So I was thinking about this last night, actually. I don't know if I'm going to pick this one up.
Really? You were so in on it on the last episode.
I know, and I was talking with somebody in the comments, and we both agreed like that foot and everything should be green, you know. And
I like that it's not green, but I'm sorry for interrupting you. Continue.
I have a feeling they'll come out with another color, and so I may or may not wait. I'm leaning towards waiting, but I don't know.
Yeah. I've never liked that the feet for Bruticus were the same color as Brawl and Swindle. I thought it looks horrible, except when MMC did it, as it was all in one. But if you're going to give them actual feet, they should be silver, like the toy. I also, now that I look at it, I wish the treads were painted.
On the arm,
I didn't notice that before. I wish the treads, you know, just like the Bone Crusher we looked at, the same thing. This is probably accurate to the animation, but it's just, maybe I'll wait for the toy deco. You know what I mean? And then I want to pick that up.
Yeah, I think the head looks great, and again, I'm not, by no means am I bashing this. I think it looks great. If they didn't have a history of coming out with a repaint, that I probably, you know what, I actually might be taking that back, because my Zeta actually has the green foot, so maybe I will get this one, so it is a little bit of a difference.
Yeah,
well, I don't know.
You've got some time to think about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is coming out anytime soon, but it does look cool.
I like it.
If they come out in a G2 deco, maybe. I don't have a G2 deco, but
I have one of those too.
Either which way, let's move on to something that Bobby's not going to pick up for sure. And that's Bylon Toys, Optimus, and Jetfire. For legend-sized figures, these alt modes look really nice. Yes. Not my cup of Energon. If you want to show your shirt, definitely not my cup of Energon. I'm sure it's not Bobby's cup of Energon either. I would love a Blackbird Transformer, though. Just not an old man Blackbird Transformer.
Yes. Or you can get the crossover.
That one, yeah, maybe. But, you know, that's not black. It's blue still.
It is blue.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm with you. I don't want it to transform into an old bot. I hated that. I thought that was ridiculous. That's also not the Prime I like. However, that other Prime we reviewed with that gorgeous blue paint.
Yes.
That is beautiful, and if it was on this Legends figure, I may be tempted to pick it up. But
you just gotta mix to them. Paint it yourself.
I haven't finished the ones that I've gone to the painting class to do,
and been given the paints and the paint
given
brushes.
Everything to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think these look fine, but
yeah,
I don't think they're for either of us. So let's move on to more X-Transbots, and they showed off Jean MX32 blades. Not a big fan of the head sculpt. I don't know why, but I do think this figure looks good. I like the interchangeable or changeable skis, and the arm mode looks really good as well. I mean, I'm sure from the joint down is all a piece you put over it, but it does look good.
It looks great. I know we had an issue with the blades and the butt flap thing in the back.
They had, and you could still see where the blades are coming out. But they did say that it is animation accurate the one time you see it. Still think it's kind of dumb, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, I love the options that they give for the, as you said, for the landing gear. I think that's really cool. You get the toy version or the, you know, toon version, or I guess the realistic version. I think the arm looks very, very clean. I think that's amazing, and I just wonder if when the blades come together in the arm, if they lock into the position, or are, you know, if you have the arm up this way, the blades are going to be hanging down this way. I hope that they can come together and maybe you push them in a little bit to lock it so they don't move. That would be really cool. The bot mode, I actually like the face. I wonder if it's going to have some different facial expressions, but I think
didn't this one come with 4 heads?
Oh, don't get me to lying.
I don't remember. Maybe it did. Either which, it's also kind of tiny on my screen right now, and if I looked at it up close, it might look good. It's just from my initial thought was the face doesn't look my favorite. I also don't like his pea shooter.
Yeah, he definitely needs to switch and put that gun on his leg and take the gun on his leg and use that instead.
Yeah. But I do think this looks good, and I think you're going to like this in combined mode much more than the MMC one.
I completely agree. So far, so good with them.
Moving it on, we have MM44 details. So you get the figure, instructions, biocall card, 3 alternative heads, the small and big gun. So I'm assuming the combiner mode gun and his pea shooter. Xtransbots really gives these figures little guns. Maybe that's too inaccurate. And it features fully metallic paint, butterfly shoulder joints, elbow bending that bends more than 90 degrees. The knees are double jointed. They could bend more than 90 degrees. The treads roll well, so I don't know if that means it has treads or if they just have little wheels. Clear windshield, piston gimmicks in the shovel arms, which is cool. Real world truck stylized. An ab crunch combiner part, partially installed under chassis. So that's kind of cool. Small gun is able to store in combiner forearm, which you could see in the picture.
Yep.
And the big gun has an LED magnet inside and die-cast parts. So looking at this tells me that my problem with Bone Crusher is that figure or that character. Because this looks fine. With all the colors. It's that monochrome completely green that I just did not like. I think this looks cool. The alt mode looks better than Bone Crushers as well, without the flaps in it. You know, those hinges that are clear to see. I think this one looks okay. Will the toy deco look probably more like my sensibilities? Yes. Does the head look like he's sucking on a pacifier? Yes. But that's all accurate, and I think this is a much better version than that Bone Crusher.
I agree and I disagree. I don't like any of the heads on this. And when we first saw these, I
You said the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I haven't looked at my G1. I have one in box here. I'll probably look at, and you know, maybe I just didn't pay attention as a kid. I love all the features with it, and I guess the magnetic light on the magnet in the big gun, I guess, is going to turn on eyes or something like that for the combined mode.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
So nice to know that they're going to be adding that feature as well. I think they did a lot with this. I think the Devastator wars are definitely, you know, kicking off, and so far, X-Transbot has been the one that has come out with figures, and you know, they're in the lead. Now, as soon as Fans Toys or MMC or somebody else drops something, then we can kind of see what that looks like and reevaluate. But currently, I think these are really looking good right now.
Yeah, I agree. Well, let's move on to another combiner, and let's see if you like this one as much. And this is Ocular Max's PS24 Insertus. I still don't understand that name. I hope I'm pronouncing it wrong, because that still sounds wrong. And this is via Weibo user. I love what this guy did with the photographs, and they made it look like one of those books. So cool. This is how you show off a figure. But that head looks way too high in that center picture. From the chest, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I never really paid attention to it. Maybe I did and just got over it. But this motorcycle is huge. you know, like
It's
even
always like that.
it
For
is,
this set.
but even I mean more so for like it's bigger than the car and the ambulance. You know, in these pictures, it like usually it kind of scales with them, but I mean it looks bigger. It almost looks as big as the fire truck. You know,
It
which
does.
is you know, um, but these are going to. I think these are either going to be in bot mode or alt mode for me. Um, I don't really care for the combined modes height. It looks good. It looks clean. But yeah, I think these are going to be relegated to bot mode or alt mode.
Yeah, I especially with the Xtransbots one looking like it does. I completely
Yeah.
agree. I will say I do like the proportions of that combined mode when it's this small. So hopefully when it looks big, it looks good too. I don't remember if I said I didn't like it or not. That is one thing I will give Combiner Wars. I love that they added a new character with Rook, but they made Groove the chest piece to make him scale with the rest. I thought that was very cool and very unique. I know a lot of people hated it, but I thought that was kind of cool, and I like that they came out with the Groove down the line if you wanted it and normally, so you could have both. Just wanted to put that out there.
That part was cool.
Yeah, and options. We always talk about it on this show. Options are
Love
great.
Yep.
Let's move on to this option, and this is Longyan O2 Terahao via King Toys. So it looks good here. It looks good in these modes. How excited are you?
I want my slag first. I'm so excited about slag.
But that's number 3.
But
So
they showed that one off, and
that's
that
the
one.
only one you want.
That I mean, clearly I'm in for this set, but this one doesn't do it for me like that one does. And this looks
Okay.
good. It looks fine, but that one really like set it off for me. This one looks like I really like the bot mode. It looks very fierce, very aggressive, very intimidating. Like all those words of putting fear into your enemy's mind. This does it. I love the missiles on the wings. I like how they look. They look really, cool. They look different. But yeah, I'm still stuck on the slag.
Yeah, well, you might get that soon. But here's the arm mode, which looks really good if you ask me. To me, it looks better than the X-Transbots one, and it's all one piece besides the hand. At least I'm assuming it is, because that's what the other one is. I like that the bot can actually turn into the arm.
The X-Transbots one?
Sorry, Xtransbots Defensor that we just looked at.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. But this picture with his wings out makes me almost want to get it as a standalone piece, but I probably won't. But, maybe there'll be a repaint that... Because I don't want all the Dinobots, but this particular one, I like. Give it a new head, give it a pink color scheme, and I'll buy it as Pterosaur.
It looks amazing. The arm looks very good. I mean, King Toys just knocks it out the park with these beast modes and combiner parts and everything with these. This is why I think they would do great with an Abominus and Poseidon as well.
Piranha.
I mean, yeah.
Poseidon is the third-party name.
Oh, sorry. Yes, Piranacon. Sorry. Yes. But yeah, the Seacons, just make it easy on myself. The Seacons and the Terracons.
We've talked about that a lot on this channel, on our lives and stuff, and I bet the question will be brought up tomorrow. Yeah. So we don't have to go too much into that, but all of those beast combiners, I wish they did before the Dinobots. Personally, I would be in on this set if it was Abominus or Piranacon or I'm looking up Monstructor or Oh, maybe King Poseidon, I think, is the Japanese color. Maybe that's what you were thinking of. All of those I would pick up before the Dinobots.
I think they also saw that Hasbro did, and we've been seeing the combining Dinobots lately, so it's kind of a thing right now, and jump on the thing. And
it was a thing maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
Well, they actually announced this like 2 years ago.
Yeah, because that's when the combining dinosaurs that we have came out.
Yeah, because remember they announced these before the Kang toys were released. So
all I'm saying is,
Predaking was.
I think if they did an MP Abominus, I think it would probably have sold better than these. Just because people are wanting an Abominus, clearly, with TFC not coming out with theirs.
Yeah.
Even though that's not the same scale, but you get me.
Yeah. Yep. I'm in for this no matter what. Looks great.
Right.
That almost looks like a bat as well. That's what I was... With the wings spread out, it looks like...
They got to remold the head and make it a bat, and I'll buy it. Now that Bobby's giving me bad ideas, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and be right back with the incoming. All right, well, let's look at what's incoming. Not much, but we do have some non-transforming Transformers, so it's right up Bobby's alley. First, we've got the Transformers MDLX Sideswipe. This is about $80. These pictures are via TFW. They got an in-hand sample, so they were kind enough to share some pictures with everybody. And this looks really good. Honestly, I do like it. I think we've said that about all of the MDLX figures, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't like the face on that previous picture you showed. I don't know what it is about the face. I don't like, maybe it's that picture. I don't know if it looks like his chin is kind of slanted out. It could just be the angle.
Okay.
I love everything else about it though. I think the details, the colors, the black in between the lines in the breakup, I think that looks great. The legs look amazing. Arms look amazing. The picture with Prime and Bumblebee, the face looks fine from the distance. Even the solo picture, but it just, I don't know. Maybe
it was the angle or something.
The angle, maybe. I don't know. And it looks like he has some chunks of metal coming out the side of his face.
I kind of saw that too. I think that might have been shadow. Because I don't see it on these unless it's the silver. I think they're silver.
They're silver.
Yeah. I think this looks really good too. I don't like that B. Way too much yellow. It needs more like on the thighs to break it up. More silver. Like the thighs should be silver, and I think it would have been fine. But this figure I think looks fine. Price is right. If you like it, pick it up.
Go get it, James.
I don't like Sideswipe that much. I like Red Alert way better than Sideswipe, but I probably wouldn't even pick it up if it was Red Alert, because I don't like Red Alert that much either. Next, we got something that's all for Bobby. He really likes those gold figures, and we've got a premium class Bumblebee, the gold version, and these pictures are via Shiyo Lao. And this is supposed to be released in the third quarter, so I thought that was close enough to be considered incoming. So when can we expect this next to your Predaking?
We can, when you buy it for me. First off, the price tag.
I was going to talk about how much is it, Bobby?
Is it 500?
No, it's like 450, I believe.
Okay. I heard something
on 3Zero's price. 3Zero's website is where I found the 450. Okay. Maybe it's higher at other places.
Yeah, not gonna be able to do it.
No, not at all. But I do think it looks good. Not my B, not your B.
Not my B.
But I do think it's painted very well, and you could see it with the normal version next to it. If they would have maybe it comes with a battle mask face, and you could call it Gold Bug. You know what I mean?
I was going to call it Gold Bug anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, technically this is a gold Bumblebee. But yeah, I think this looks cool.
Yeah, the paint looks great. The paint looks amazing on it. But yeah, just not my B and not my price point for a B.
Let's move into what's recently released, and the first thing are Wave 2 of the Cog Changers and Battle Cubes have been found at US retail, and this is via TFW users Daimao and Rook Bartley. So, anything
how
to say?
How many do you have in your cart?
How many do I have in my cart?
Yeah, how many do you have in your cart?
I have all of them. I'm just waiting for your credit card.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I didn't even know this was news. I've seen like all of these out, but you know,
I have two.
I didn't. But they're out there. Bobby and I think we talked about this last time. Everything is packed full of Transformers One toys. So if you like it, now's the time to go out and get it.
Yeah, I'm literally like sliding them off the way. Like, what's behind here?
What else do you have?
There's so much. It's a lot in the stores right now, which is great.
Yeah. So let's talk about some non-transforming figures, but the other way around. We've got Jada Toys Porsche, and this is via TFW user TrueSkid, and we've got the Hot Wheels and Transformers, the gold variant Bumblebee, and this is via Mini FanaticsCon on Twitter, or X, or whatever it's called nowadays. I will say I really like that all-black Autobot logo on the gold bug.
I never noticed that.
I think that is very unique. I don't think he normally has an all-black logo. And I think it looks great and helps differentiate. And I said that completely wrong. Go ahead and make fun of me in the comments. It helps so you can see him apart from Bumblebee. You know, does that make sense?
New word alert.
Yep. I claim it. I'm going to go call Merriam-Webster to get it in the dictionary. The Porsche looks great. I think you should pick up that Porsche for $10. Even if you open it up and just put it on your desk. I think it's a cool little thing.
I've been looking for it. And
are you looking in the back area? It might be with the other collectibles, like, you know, the NECA stuff.
Oh, well, I've been looking in the Hot Wheels and other sections, and I've seen that DeLorean today. Matter of fact, I've seen Fast and the Furious. I've seen a bunch of other Jada stuff, but I have not seen this. I actually seen the Prime as well. The movie version of Prime. You know, I've seen that as well. Overlooked that, and I saw the Prime that I picked up, thinking I was going to take to LA, that I never did. So I'm waiting to see the Porsche. I'll go look in the back area and see if it's over there. That would be great if it is.
I just know that sometimes the more collectible type of stuff gets shoved in the back. I've seen Studio Series back there before. So, yeah, it's worth a check. I think you'll like this. But let's move on to some third-party stuff. And the first thing, via Venomously Addicted Photography, great name, we've got MPU-01 Thrust with some great backgrounds right here. These pictures make it look better. I think this looks like a great figure. I just don't like where the wings are, but that is my personal preference.
These pictures look amazing.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on mine to get here. It's been shipped. And I haven't seen any new updates, and I'm like, okay. Do they not know that we have a haul show coming up?
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, I think you'll be happy with this, and hopefully the wings don't flop.
Yeah, I've seen some comparisons of it with other Seekers, and it looks really good.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. Well, let's see if Bobby got this next one. We've got Big Firebird's Insect Machine Princess Kabuto. So if you remember, we've talked about this before. Mm-hmm. It is now out. It's about $80. Are you picking this up?
I think I have it pre-ordered. This is the Beetle chick.
Mm-hmm.
This, I know we both were talking about like what color is the skin tone going to be.
No, that's. I think we.
I know it was the gold one. It was the. I know
the spider.
The spider one, but I thought it was this one too.
No, this one we've already seen colored pictures like this.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's like a white.
It's very white.
Yeah.
Very like a creamy white, like a milk almost. I don't know. That's what I was thinking. I don't. How much is it? 80?
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably will end up picking it up, but I don't love it. This is almost. This reminds me of the Loki, for instance.
Okay. All right. I think it looks great. I just don't like that torso. It's too human. We've talked about that on the show before. it literally has like abs, and I'm like, it's not supposed to be a transformer. It's something else.
But that's
I
not
like
all
it.
it has.
What?
That's not all it has.
Well, that part I don't mind. It's because that you could RC has that. You know what I mean? That's like
Not
fine.
like that.
Close enough. Nice has it. How's that? Have you seen the Fans Toys one that opens up?
Yeah.
See, RC has them. You just have to open it up. Anyways, it's the whole torso region that I don't really like. But I think it's really cool. I wish I wanted it more because I think this would be really cool to have. And I like all mode. But maybe we'll get a better repaint because I don't really like this brown as well. I think these Beetles are black, not brown. Please correct me. But I think black would have been better with all the colors and stuff. It would make the gold pop, the red pop more. But maybe there's a reason behind it that I don't know.
Oh, I actually think the colors pop on this brown. You're more of the bug person than I am, so I think it. Yeah, I think you said it right. I wish I wanted it. I wish I loved it more, so I could, be like, yes, I'm going ahead and getting this. But I don't know. We'll see.
And the price is right. I want to say that $80 sounds perfect for this if you really want it.
Yeah.
$40, I'd be picking it up though. Question.
Oh yeah, $40. I'd be in it. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's everything we have for you. So we hope to see you at our haul. Whether you watch this, if you're a member, tomorrow. If you're not, the same day. And if you missed it, go ahead and go back and watch it. And we hope to see you there. And subscribe. We're still trying to get to 2,000 before Baltimore. We're almost there. So if you haven't subscribed yet, we'd really appreciate it. There you go. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, as always, till all debates are till all now you got me creating words. Till all debates are won. We'll see you guys Saturday, 12 Pacific, 3 Eastern. Let's talk about hauls.
See you then.